My credit score has remained in the 700s and 800s for the last 14 years. My payment record is 100%, and I quit my last job to risk it all and begin my writing, blogging, and YouTube career. Hello friend, I know it's been a while since I've shown my face around here, but I know it's finally time to start my Financial Transformation Thursday series. If you didn't notice already, organizing and finances go hand in hand. So I love showing you how to organize your spaces, and I'm ready to finally start showing you how to organize your finances. By the way, today marks the first day of our November Home Organizing Challenge, and I am overwhelmed by the number of people who are downloading this challenge, and I cannot wait to see the results. I have the hashtag #PilesBeforeSmiles that I would love for you to use, or you can just go ahead and tag me at Terry Elizabeth LLC. If you haven't downloaded the calendar yet, I will link it for you down below. The reason I started this home organizing challenge before our finance organizing challenge is because when you begin to declutter your home, you start to notice where your money went. You start to see the things that you haven't been using. You're able to physically see in front of you the things that you spent money on but never used, or things that you purchased a duplicate of because you couldn't find it in the first place, and things that you forgot about that expired, and then things that you forgot about that became so old that they became obsolete, like electronics. So we must mourn our mistakes and recognize our shortcomings so that we don't make the same mistakes again, and so that we can finally make a change. So 14 years ago, I looked at my credit report for the first time, and also I collected information finding out that there was $3,000 worth of debt that I didn't even create, but I paid it off anyways because the reasoning doesn't matter except the part that I don't want anything to negatively impact my daughter, and if I were to pay late fees and finance charges towards something that could be better spent on providing for her, I was going to do something about it. And I think that's just naturally what you do. You have children, you want to take care of them. So she was a major driving force, and also it was always my desire to be responsible financially. And so as I was gathering all of the bills and everything, and evaluating everything, and seeing all the late fees and finance charges, and that were making me sick to my stomach because half of the bill total were the late fees and finance charges. And so as I'm gathering all this info, I get fired. I was working for a tax preparation company, and during the off season after taxes, my boss asked me to pretty much plagiarize some paperwork, and I refused. So he told me to leave. But I left that place with peace in my heart from the Lord because I knew I was doing the right thing. So after, it was a whole month, an excruciating month of applying for jobs and not getting anything, and then finally after a month I get a job, and it was great. I started working in accounting. I learned how to use Excel. So, and as I calculated how to pay off this debt, the fastest way to pay off this debt, I decided to go get a second job as a hostess. So I worked 2 jobs for 4 months, and I paid off that debt. And ever since then, I was just like, no, never again. I never want to pay a late fee or finance charges again. So after that really difficult year, I never wanted to be in debt again. I was determined. And since then, I've been through the recession. We had a freeze on raises. So our rent went up, groceries went up, everything went up. But I was still able to stay within the budget because I had everything automatically calculated, not only for the year, but the next several years. And I have it calculated to go all the way into retirement. I've been through illness, on and off, still recovering, but way better than I used to be. While I was ill, I had to go on disability from work, and then our entire department was laid off, and then I was unemployed. And then when I finally did start working again, after that really great job that I had for 8 years, the next job I took was a major pay cut. But even through all of that, because I was able to stay on top of my finances to the penny, I never paid a late fee or finance charges on anything. I've never been in debt. My credit score has remained in the 700s and 800s for the last 14 years. My payment record is 100%. I've worked in accounting for 13 years, and I haven't found any software. I've looked at apps. I haven't found anything that shows you how to really put everything together into one big picture of your finances that is automatically calculated for you within your budget. And I haven't found anything that shows you how to really see a perpetual budget that calculates what you will have however far into the future you want to see to the penny. And I know it's hard for me to show that to you right now because I'm not showing you in this video because I'm still getting it all together so that I can make it as clear and concise as possible. So I would show people not only when they could pay off their debt, but I show it within their budget specifically, with the dates, with their normal expenses, where they could reduce their expenses in order to pay off that debt even more quickly. So in the past, it was the way I shared my system with people was they would come to me or I would go to them and we would be on the computer together and I would show them exactly how to calculate everything. And then my friends would be shocked because I would show them how to pay off their debt within their budget, including all of their normal living expenses, and I would give them a hard date. And they would be like, what? I could really pay that off in 9 months? Pay all of my debts in 9 months? I've been carrying this debt for maybe like 7 years. And I'm like, yeah, you can pay it in 9 months. You have to sacrifice here, but you can do it. I mean, it's not abnormal for someone to only spend so much on groceries instead of eating out, which is one of the biggest problems. As I said before, I love showing people how to organize their homes and their finances. And it's just been a passion of mine. And all this time though, there wasn't the technology available for me to share it. The technology existed, but it didn't exist. There wasn't the technology available for me to be able to show you how I've been able to maintain and be financially responsible all of these last 14 years. So while this is the introduction to my Financial Transformation Thursday, while I'm still trying to get together how to show you how to create this budgeting system for yourself, I want to start this first Financial Transformation Thursday by asking you what you like to use to monitor your finances. And if you use Microsoft Excel, if you use any accounting software, if you use apps, if you use pen and paper, if you don't use anything at all and you want to start to be on top of your money, let me know in the comments below. I want to know what you like about each of these things and what you don't like, because when I really dive in, I want to be able to answer those questions for you. So, and I want to be able to show you. The problem is that people say, do this, do that, do this, do that to get out of debt, to make sure you have enough for retirement, but they don't show you the numbers. What I can do is show you the numbers. Don't forget to grab my free November Home Organizing Challenge, because remember, organizing and finances go hand in hand. I challenge you to evaluate the things you haven't been using and calculate the cost of those things. It's going to be quite eye-opening. The organizing videos will continue on Saturday, so be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you never miss another organizing video. Happy organizing and happy budgeting! And if you haven't downloaded the calendar yet, and there